That morning, my wife stepped into the kitchen carrying a strange sort of confidence, like she had rehearsed every word she was about to say. I was pouring my coffee when she cleared her throat and said, "I need to tell you something. Something that happened last night." At first, I didn't look up. We had been drifting apart for months, and I assumed this would be just another tense, uncomfortable conversation. But then she spoke the words that made my hand freeze midair. "I slept with someone last night." Just like that. No hesitation, no guilt, no quiver in her voice. She said it as casually as if she were telling me she forgot to pick up milk. For a moment, I thought I must have misheard, but the expression on her face, partly bracing for an explosion, partly relieved to finally drop the bomb, told me she meant every word. My chest tightened, my throat burned, but strangely, instead of shattering, I felt a calm settle over me. "Congrats," I said. Her eyes went wide. That wasn't what she expected. She had come ready for a fight. Tears, guilt, accusations, justifications, but not this. What did you just say?" she asked, her voice cracking for the first time. I took a slow sip of coffee and finally looked at her. "I mean exactly what I said. Congratulations. You finally did what you've been hinting at for months. What you've been wanting. What you thought would hurt me." She stared at me like I'd become a stranger. Maybe I had, because the hurt I thought would wash over me never came. Instead, I felt something I hadn't felt in years: freedom. The kind that follows exhaustion, endless arguments, cold silences, and watching someone's love fade away like old paint. "You're not angry," she whispered. I shrugged. "Angry? No." "Disappointed? Not anymore. Honestly, I've been waiting for the day you'd finally stop pretending." Her face flushed, embarrassment, or maybe guilt. "I thought you'd fight for us." "There's no us left to fight for," I replied. "You knew that long before last night." She sank into a chair, suddenly silent. The confidence she had carried into the room evaporated. I could see the understanding dawning behind her eyes. She hadn't cheated out of unhappiness. She had cheated expecting me to beg, to chase, to crumble. She wanted to feel desired, powerful, important. She assumed betrayal would break me. Instead, she was the one sinking. "You don't love me anymore," she said softly. "I did," I replied. "A lot more than you probably deserved. But you dismantled that version of me, piece by piece. Last night was just the final nail." She covered her mouth, tears forming. Not because she destroyed our marriage, but because her plan to control the narrative failed. She hadn't expected me to walk away emotionally before walking away physically. I finished my coffee, set the mug down, and said what I'd been holding in for far too long. "You didn't break me. You freed me." Then I walked out, calm, steady, without drama, leaving her in the silence she had created. And for the first time in years, the air felt light.